Hi everyone, in this video we are going to learn how to draw straight lines as well as sketching straight lines. Straight lines in the form of y equals to mx plus c. To understand this a little bit more, c refers to the y-intercept whereby the line touches the y-axis, and m is the gradient where we can find using a triangle and then we divide y over x. So the formula for gradient is y over x. For this example, this is a positive gradient, whereas for this example, this is a negative gradient. Everything is the same. So let's go with one example. To draw the line y equals to half x minus 2, basically the minimum requirement to draw a straight line is to plot 3 points at least. But here we use more points for illustration. So to generate the coordinates, we substitute the values of x into the equation to find the y value. So after doing that, these are our y values. So we have a lot of coordinates that we can plot. So after drawing this, we just connect all the dots or points with a straight line. So this is the equation of y equals to half x minus 2. For this example, I would like to highlight on two things where the coordinates when the line touches the y-axis and x-axis. So what do we mean by the line touches the y-axis? Is when x equals to 0. So we can substitute x equals to 0 to the formula or the equation. We will get y equals to negative 2. So that's why this part, the c, is always the y-intercept. But how about x-intercept? That means the line touches the x-axis. So we equate y equals to 0 instead. And when y equals to 0, we can solve the equation and we can say x is 4. So let's look at the graph one more time. The line touches the y-axis is at negative 2, so that's why the y-intercept is actually negative 2. Whereas when the graph or the line touches the x-axis, x is 4, then y equals to 0. So just remember this. For y-intercept, x equals to 0. For x-intercept, y equals to 0. So now let's learn how to sketch straight lines. Now sketching, we do not need to have a grid to help us. We can just draw two straight lines, the axis and as well as the straight line. So in this case, we want to find the x-intercept and y-intercept first. So repeating the same steps that we have done just now. To find y-intercept, x equals to 0, then we find y is 2, and for x-intercept, y equals to 0, and we substitute x equals to negative half. So now we have 2 points that we already have. So one is 0, 2, the other one is negative half 0. So we can just draw a straight line passing through these 2 points. So let's check again. When x equals to 0, y is 2. So this is my y-intercept. And when y is 0, x is negative half, which is here. Now this need not to be in scale. This is just sketching. So this is a practice to sketch straight lines. So let's have another example. So in this example, this is a negative gradient. So we will expect the graph go something like this. Okay. So let's do the same thing again, finding x-intercept and y-intercept very quickly. For y-intercept, x equals to 0, y is negative 1. For x-intercept, y equals to 0, and we solve the equation x equals to negative half. So now we can draw the straight line using these two intercepts, 0, negative 1, and as well as negative half 0. So it looks something like this. Right, so this is how we sketch straight lines. This is a very important lesson, especially to prepare you for taking additional maths. So that's all for today's lesson.